Hi there, this is Dr. Munoz coming at you live. I just wanted to do a quick video check-in with everyone about how the class is going. Um, I am enjoying the conversations immensely. The past 2 weeks, you all have participated at a level that I'm very happy with, and it sounds like the groups are really gelling. Um, the only suggestion that I have, or only challenge that I have for you all in terms of the voice reflections, is that the voice reflections aren't necessarily a summary of sort of the week. Um, I think it could be a little bit of that, but for the most part, it's more about the deepness of, okay, how did what are you going to do with the information? How does it make you feel? What kinds of things are you continuing to question about? So um, I would err on the side of the critical questioning. And you can put a little bit of the summary in there, but the bulk of your voice reflection should be about sort of, here's what I continue to ponder. Here's what the questions that I have. Here's how this applies to me and my life experience. And here's what I'm still challenged with. So just some things to think about as you move on to your next voice reflections for this coming week. Um, I wanted to talk to you about two things. One, Amber is actually going to take an active role this week as I spend some time grading your papers. So she will kind of be in some of the group discussions. Secondly, I wanted to talk to you about the meetings that we have for next week. We have a Google Doc, and so you're able to schedule sort of which days work with your schedule. And the other part too is that come prepared to the meeting. We'll be making phone calls and or Skype meetings, but the point of the conversation is for us to kind of have something to look at before we meet. And so if you can construct at least an idea or an abstract of what you're thinking about doing your final paper on. That way, it could be the starter of the conversation about, okay, I see that you have something on paper. Let's talk about how perhaps to make it a little bit more focused, or have you thought about this? So that's sort of the what I envision the conversations, how I envision them happening next week. But it's really important that you send either Amber and I sort of an idea of what you're planning to do your paper on. Even though it may not be completely constructed at this time, it's okay. I think it would just help us with the conversation in terms of guiding you and helping you kind of whittle down sort of an idea that's a little bit more focused and appropriate for the assignment. The other thing is I have posted examples of these two assignments in D2L. So these two papers I felt sort of exemplify what I'm looking for. So the first option that you do have, and again, you choose one of the following. You don't have to do two. But the first option that you have is to do the literature review. And this essentially is picking a topic that you're interested in and kind of looking at the research and seeing what's out there. What is the research saying? What is the scholarship not saying? And just provide a little bit more of a nuance about what that research looks like. The second option is a community action research project. And I find that this is probably what most students are excited about, but at the same time, it's also grounded in research. So I'd like to see if you have ideas in terms of making sure that the central focus of your assignment is on women in different settings, but on women in particular, and how you may create sort of curriculum or a workshop or a module based off what you're learning in class. That's completely fine. I allow that for this assignment, but everything has to be grounded in research. So you have to sort of also document, why is this important? What is it about the topic that the research is saying to us? And sort of applying that research to, okay, here's how you're able to sort of bridge that research to practice. So it is as intensive as a literature review, just to put it out there. But so you have a choice of those two assignments. You have a month to get started, so start really thinking about what you want to accomplish for this assignment. You hope to gain from it. Um, and then just a final kind of wrap up is that this coming week you'll be talking about identity, and looking at the intersections of identity with women, and understanding that we're not um, siloed, we're not single issue individuals. And so what you're going to be learning about is sort of, in addition to women, how does race, class, and socioeconomic class and sexual orientation sort of intersect with gender. Um, so I will be going and looking at some of the discussions. I just won't be as active this week. But hopefully your final papers for your autobiography will be turned in or submitted to you by the end of the weekend. That's my plan. So I hope you're all having a great summer, or the beginning of the summer, and I look forward to your conversations. This is almost midpoint of our class, so I know it's going by fast. But again, I hope you're enjoying it. I am. So thanks for your attention and have a great evening.